All right, today I'm going to discuss with you how I get my rig together, what I use for a rig, what I use with my Sony Fx30, and so let's get started. First thing that I use, obviously, is the Sony Fx30 here, and I'm using the DJI Ronin RSC 2. You can take a look at that. You see where it says that. DJI Ronin RSC 2. This has all kinds of features with it. I'm going to show you how I balance this, not from the beginning, like not from scratch or anything like that. So if you need to know that, there's some help there on YouTube. There's some videos on that. But today I'm going to get into basically how my rig is normally, how I store it, and what I do to get it going. And the first thing before I attach the camera to the rig and do any balancing or anything is there's a couple components you need to buy that I use that makes things much easier. The other one's a SmallRig adjustable handle. And that's $59. This is it right here, and it attaches to right over here. It attaches just like this. There's a little button here that you move like that, and it's locked in, and then you turn the wing nut here to tighten it up so it's nice and snug. And so I can use that like this, or I can use my other hand like this and move it around. Makes it much easier. The other thing is, because I shoot with the Atomos Ninja, I need something to put the Ninja on, because you cannot attach your Ninja on the hot shoe of your camera while this is on here. It will not balance. So how I get around that is I bought this SmallRig adjustable camera monitor mount. It has it's like a wing nut here that where it attaches here, and it attaches on this area here. Same thing. This comes up from the bottom, and see that clicked right in, and then I tighten the wing nut right here until it's really nice and tight and solid, not going anywhere. And so I have that like that. It allows my cord, my HDMI cord, to be closer rather than pulling on it, which this is pretty good. It doesn't really pull on it. This is the gel undone, believe it or not, HDMI cable and work. So it's guaranteed to work. It does work very well. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my battery. Okay, here's my battery. Then I needed an SSD drive, solid state drive, to record my media onto, make sure it's mounted, push it in real good. I got that there. And the next thing that I do is I mount my camera right in there. And I put it, right here at this level. Make sure that I take this off, I don't need that. And I bring this guide over here for my lens, so it's nice and stable. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to balance this. Now, when you turn it here, it should stay where it is. And so I'm going to see here, going this way. So what do we got here? Okay. So now that that's staying level, the next one is we got to adjust this. We want to make sure that that stays straight, that stays down. So that's pretty much it. What we want to do is we want to loosen this one to go this way, back and forth, right? And so we want to move forward, just tilt it a little over, and that's pretty good. If it doesn't start to swing over this way or this way, then it's good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on our Ronin, and we're going to tune this. So we hold it nice and sturdy. It's going to move around. It's calibrating. Okay, so that's all set. So now I could use my joystick to move it left and right, down, up, and I can double click this to tell it to go back to this position. So let's say I have this like this, and I want to go down, right? And then I want it to come in and center itself and be 100% on key, like right in the center. I double click on this button here, right over here, like that, and it comes back into action. Okay, so now that we have that all set, we're going to plug in HDMI from Atomos Ninja to the camera HDMI. And I love this because it has full size HDMI. That's what you want for a camera. And as you're moving this around, it will stay level. And that is how I have my rig set up. Like I said, I can move my joystick to move the camera around if I wanted to, or just make it center. I can use this, and I can have it follow around. And as you can see on the screen there, everything is, and I can move my joystick around, up and down, and I can double click on this and it'll reset itself. And so that is how I have my rig set. I can even use my app, as I'm going to show you here. This is the app, and I can hit connect. I got my Bluetooth off, so I'm going to turn that on. And I'm connected to my Ronin. Okay, so I can use my virtual joystick. As you can see here, it's moving my camera around. See that? That's the virtual joystick. There it is. It just recentered the system. So with this setup, I'm able to do the things that I want to do. And it works awesome with the Sony Fx30. Normally I shoot with the monitor on the top, but I had this on the bottom for all intents and purposes, just to show you, you know, how I balance and all that stuff. Capability, because it's not pulling on the cable, it's not, and I can still maneuver my rig around like I need to do it. So it will obviously work properly. So that's it, folks. That's how I set my rig up. That's how I put it together. It's fairly quick, as you can see. It's very efficient, and the Sony Fx30 works awesome with the Atomos Ninja on this rig. I love this rig. I recommend it to anybody. I would get these two attachments, just like I mentioned, because it makes things a whole lot easier. And if this was helpful, you know, click on like, and if you want to see more videos like this and be alerted for it, click on subscribe. And I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.